This video is about the Pike. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing a weapon that I discussed in a previous video. But instead of ranting about which regiments have a flag on their lance, I'm going to be talking about the lance. Basically just talking about it, and yeah. So, I will be saying lance and pike throughout the video. Deal with it! For now, it's that time. Hey, editor's note here. Throughout the video you can see that my gameplay is lagging, and that's because I've been getting a lot of ping spikes. If anyone can let me know how to fix it, just please let me know. Thank you. Anyways, let's get down to business. The Pike is a primary for the infantry class, which can be unlocked for 700 francs. Being similar to the bayonet, it has a long range melee that can deal 50 damage with a base penetration of 3 and max penetration of 5. It has an up and down swing and a range of 13 studs, with a 0.45 second downswing and a 0.59 second upswing. When you hear the word melee, you might be thinking that this would be a no-brainer since it sounds 100 times better than the heavy saber or the regular saber. Well, now is the time I mention the downside of the Pike. This weapon does not go in your melee slot. Instead, it replaces your firearm.
You like that? You like that?
Oh, you actually want to fight now?
Yeah, you're weak.
Okay.
You can't beat me.
Promise you won't cry?
Why would I cry? Where did he get this energy from? How is he just doing this with his hands? What, is that a Kamehameha?
Hold on, let me explain. And by explaining, I mean talk about the upsides. The lance synergizes with the officer holdfast and charge ability so that it's able to instant kill any zombie in the way, just like the bayonet and heavy saber. Even though the heavy saber can't be used with the holdfast ability. But whatever, I don't want to rewrite this script. Sue me, why don't you? Now that the upsides are out of the way, let's talk about the downsides. The downsides of the lance include a 15% slowdown in walk speed while you're holding the weapon, along with the fact that you don't even get to have a firearm, which makes sense because game balancing and stuff, so that your pokey people, aren't overpowered. The Pike might not sound like a good upgrade since most would much rather prefer having a firearm because it's much better with dealing with hordes and getting more kills. But I found a way to make the lance actually usable, and that is to use the cuirass with it.
Promise you won't cry?
Why would I cry?
Hold on again. Now before you say anything in the comments, I just want to address something. The reason I'm talking about you getting a cuirass with the Pike is because you have limited ammo when you're a cuirassier or if you're a cuirassier regiment. And plus you have a longer reload if you have a gun on your firearms when using the cuirass. The lance is a much more optimal primary to use when you are running the cuirassier class 99% of the time. Now you may be thinking that because the cuirass gives a 10% slowdown in movement speed and the lance gives you a 15% slowdown, a 25% slowdown would just be too slow to have because you'd always be dragged behind your team, and also the lance encourages frontlining. That's the whole point of the weapon. But you would be wrong! So in conclusion, is the Pike good? Yes. The Pike is what happens when you sacrifice a firearm for a long range and high damage melee. All in all, I would give the lance a 9 out of 10 on a fun factor because this gun is very fun to use. But on the effectiveness factor, I would give it an 8 out of 10 because there are some guns that would be better than a long range melee. Anyways, subscribe to the channel, follow my Twitch, and as always, peace out. Goodbye, y'all. See you later.